fast as he can.
Of course. Let me see you make some noise, and I just leave. That's it. That's when I go. And speaking of going, Masuta is gone, and then followed up his RPK. This round already not looking spick and span for Vitality. This is Nuke. This is their map pick, and the pistol looking like it might elude them in a very big way. There's not even a point of
death when I die to it all the time. But of course, Hunter doesn't necessarily need a shotgun to shoot through the smokes. It's RPK to fall first.
Oh, Kenny darts up through Secret. He only manages to get one before he's traded. And now they're looking to isolate this fight onto Nexa. And the fact that they're able to get it, the two IGLs going blow for blow out in the garage, now leaves this in a 3-on-3. And G2 with no outside control. They try and send Amanek in for a little peek. And he did see ZywOo crossing into the garage. Jax has pushed the lobby. Masuta here, but he gets immediately domed down by the auto shotgun. A 2-on-3, Apex and ZywOo at this A-bomb site. A chance for a plant at the very, very least. But Jax is waiting. There's players up in heaven, ready to split into this site at a moment's notice. ZywOo planting for main, and as he does it, the two players try and get out upper. Apex has dropped the first and follows up. Despite being dinked, it's not the killing blow, and ZywOo, oh, Kenny trying to peek over the top, but that's a decision he might come to regret. Shox was flashed and through a smoke, able to find the man in heaven. And now they go through main. No one cleared Nexa. Oh dear. Apex, though, head on a swivel. Him and RPK in a matter of moments have stripped this round away from G2.
They don't want that to be a one and done. They only get away with a single survivor, and so money is a bit of a problem. But Hunter will stem the bleeding. He will take down Shox to start the round, and G2 shuffle back into 5-on-4.
Yeah, standard outside smokes getting lined. Forwarded this early on. They spotted those outside smokes, and they're already here, lying in wait. Vitality, it's RPK to walk into the crosshair first, but Apex has gone round and is now behind Nexa. A bit of an awkward engagement here that Apex is able to win out. ZywOo, bested by Jax, leaves Apex in the clutch. A pretty tall order, but he has put the first kill up on the board, tapping the bomb. A second for Apex. But there's the
on what options are available, but they're not waiting for him. They're going to use him later in the round. It's a fast play out hard and into the firing line. Two players on the site. Hunter with a double. Amanek joins the fray, and Nex is coming on a rotation. Shox. They waited all around for this, and it might have no impact.
None. Shox in a 1v5. No, I'm not a fan of saying let's roll back the years, but let's see what he's got right now in his pocket. Player, plenty of experience, he just doesn't have time. So that's going to ultimately be the save of his AK.
They're actually going to run right back. They're trying to go towards main. That's a big kill for Amanek, and the P250 certainly helps at a range. Vitality are rotating upper, trying to come through the vent. They've not lost A yet, but they have lost Hell, and that's a position that G2 are all over, climbing back towards a ramp. Not going to take the Heaven route. They can drop B through this as well. This is a good round for G2. They're really switching things up and trying to keep Vitality on their toes. Where's this going to end? Vitality probably don't know, but they've figured it out. The footsteps are there. The B site's been taken. Shox is hiding behind the door, just trying to play with his food, but his food bites back, and Jax takes a kill. Amanek follows up, and it's all on RPK, coming out the door at the right time, right place, but can he shoot them in the face?
Oh, there's a man just crossed up on the rafters. RPK tries to go back.
Turn bloody. You're talking about like actual in the server, getting grimy with it, like Masuta has with the smoke. And even though he pushed it and found the first kill, it's not really going to prompt that sort of defense for Vitality. Amanek evens it up a little bit, but not even close. Look at him go.
They pressure ramp that forces ZywOo down on the rotation to B, and once they learn that they send him down to that site, they go, all right, well, we've trapped ZywOo in a little cage down at the B-bomb site, and now we can try and split A. Shox has come in on an outside push and brought this back into a 2-on-3, but is this something Team Vitality want to even think about attempting? It doesn't look like it. Either Shox is, you know, really going away to like meditate this one over and leaving it onto ZywOo,
Scoreline, it's quite turned around. G2 in full control and a fast play upper as well. There's so much damage, there's so many flashbangs, and somehow the T's will come out on top, trading 2 for 2 and locking Vitality out of the site. Smoke in main, Molly in heaven, nowhere for Vitality to go. And they can't afford to save, right? They've been saving already. This has to be an attempt at the bare minimum, because right now they are facing a loss in their map pick.
Yeah, Shox and Masuta are going to group up in heaven together. Now, Masuta does have a flashbang, but look at Hunter. He's living up to his name. He's tracked the footsteps. He knows what's going on, but he's lost his teammates in the site.
Hello.
The bomb is planted for heaven. Shox is hanging around. He turns.
No.
His Shoxy senses tingling. Decision to slow it down a bit with still plenty of time left on this clock. That nade doing a bit of chip damage onto Jackson Nexa, and a few shots exchanged through the smoke. Important to realize that Shox is here, but Masuta is as well. He hasn't left his duties at ramp. He's instead holding this lower site. There's a very heavy emphasis down towards B from Team Vitality at this point in time. 3 players within earshot of this lower bomb site, leaving 2 on upper. Ooh. And Shox winning the fight out over Jax at ramp. Now G2 walking wounded in a 3-on-5. Go back towards this A side of the map. And as mentioned, there was only 2 players here. This has given some timing for Amanek to work his magic over here outside, get up into heaven, and he could do a lot from this position right now. He could solidify a round. RPK goes to keep an eye on it. ZywOo flicks back up and does get the trade. They don't know really where he is, but they're anticipating the CT vent, and Kenny does deal with him. However, the flanks are in. It's to keep holding this position, because it could be an opener for the side of Vitality, and indeed it will be. But in amongst all of this, Hunter finding ZywOo out in the garage, and with this kill coming in outside, there's a lobby crunch from the other side of Vitality. They come through hot. You understand why they've done it, right? With outside getting pressured, I think they start to anticipate there's going to be an A play, which was the intention of G2. However, they then do the standard thing, which is to try and take lobby. They only have pistols, so they go rushing into the backline of G2 at Vitality.
Shox on the site here, the mollies in the door. Oh, the rotates come down from the FAMAS, but they haven't cleared out Shox yet. He's going to have the element of surprise, and he drops the bomb with his first fight through the double doors, and Shox has 2. The orb hasn't committed. Kenny's gone back into decon thinking Hunter would win the round, and that has not been the case. It's Nexa on his own, and he needs to get on the case. So 1-on-3, the orb instantly rids him of the round. Seems got RPK on the rafters. That is it. That's the only defense on this A site. Molly lands, ZywOo comes in on rotation, but G2, they are hitting it.
Oh, man. And ZywOo currently the only saving grace. He's the only one to pull a frag for Vitality in this round. That bomb's going to get planted to Jax. He's going to take a lot of damage in the process. Here comes Masuta. And he's not going very far. It's going to be ZywOo to fall last.
G2 opening this round up with a kill onto Masuta, no less, and the trades go left and right, but ultimately it's going to come out in favor of the G2 squad. They get into middle, they've got this foothold, and now they pour into B. RPK able to deliver a stellar hold, but broken apart by Kenny S. As it's him v ZywOo. This is a duel that a lot of people wanted to see, and it gives an anticlimactic conclusion.
Ash won't hit its mark. Second will. ZywOo lets him up into the site, but he won't let them much further than that. Getting stuck on the box, and he's so blind he can't see that he's walking into the pillar. Getting taken down, and now the B site conceded, lost by Vitality. That's a big kill for Apex on the construction, finding a kill onto Amanek, but immediate response from Hunter, who lines up a great transfer onto the 2 of them, leaving the secondary AWP alone. This A site, however, into a 4-man stack.
The truth is, he gets a lot of information from that push, at least RPK does. That has prompted all of these members of Vitality to attempt to hold on to this site. And the bomb, well, it's going to get planted. Amanek's going to give that escape path for Nexa via a smoke, should he want to use it. In the meantime, Shox had a shot lined up. Couldn't seem to do it.
He's pushed the mid room, and he has. He's set up here. He hears all these footsteps, and he is available to come in on a fast flank. However, the flank does very much hinge on these players at the A site not getting shut out of the round. And well, what happens? The guys at the A site get shut out of the round. Amanek's holding on to the wrap, and Masuta, it feels like it's only a matter of time before he graces the crosshair. So he decides against it.
Masuta keeps coming in on this flank, but by that point, his team are dead. And this is the issue for Vitality. It's plain as day. Like, Masuta, these flanks, these last 2 players, are not playing into any rounds. And that's because the second these flanks come in, everyone is dead on A. Vitality are putting so much stock into holding the A site that they're losing the rounds.
So many Molotovs on the other side. There's no way that this goes unchecked, surely. And there's the molly going in. ZywOo, no one's looking, no one's keeping an eye on it. ZywOo is allowed to tear them apart. He is blinded, and Hunter comes in with the trade. It's one of those mollies where, like, when you see the molly go in, everyone goes, yeah, it's probably just clear. And it wasn't clear. Oh, goodness. Hunter now trying to step up, and he does. Amanek's there to help out. G2.
Oh, my God. Still here. Nothing he can do but fight to his death. He's got the first. There's a trade. That's enough for Shox. He set his team up for a round victory here, up against 10. The grenade on the site is going to do good damage, and the spray as well. Double nade, doing it, and finding the bomb. It's almost like if Vitality play for retake, that's when the results come through. The mollies land as well. Hunter is given a way out of the site. He's given a chance, flashed off by G2. He's going to have to fall back here in the 3-on-4.
Barely getting the bomb planted. G2 do it, though, in a 3v4. Well, let's see what they've got in store. Hunter's ready to pop the site.
This flash on Hunter has to do everything. That's the only bit of utility, and they're going to go peeking on the back of it to try and steal this man advantage away. A 2-on-2, but Amanek dropped. Kenny now all alone, trying to defend this bomb, and he gets the dink off, but not the kill. 4th on the board for Vitality. They play for retake. Spotted, and now that they know he's here, he's going to try and close the distance, and that's where the Glock's bested. RPK and Masuta both finding the kills needed. ZywOo swinging on in, wanting his piece of the action, and it's a flawless pistol round from Team Vitality.
I imagine that lands on the headshot angle, right? So players can't play that position, and he can get aggressive, yeah, on the sandbags. But right now, Vitality are already in the site. They've already beaten to the punch. Kenny cornered and stuck in it. He gets one, but that was only a heroic flick that he won't follow up with. Nexa and Jax might just have to give this round right up as Vitality have the bomb planted. Obviously, this is the flip side. This is why retake can be hard, but that's because G2 have lost a lot of players in dedicating towards the A ramp. And at this point, yeah, they can't really consider it. You just got to go out of there. Give Vitality a 9th. Let them build on this T side.
And ultimately, maybe even tie it up.
Because with the amount of A plays we've had, oh dear, this is how the round starts. Amanek is dead. There's no way he's getting out of there alive. The fact that he's even traded is a bit of a surprise. Hunter dropping ZywOo through a smoke, and that's a huge kill to find. The AWP, the best player of 2019, dead in the water. No impact in this round. Well, Nexa, what spots have you got? I love this one as well. Headshot angle above the box. He can fight towards a ramp, and he's going to see this jump up as well. Nope, denied. Nexa won't let them up. There is another one climbing, though. Does he realize? Denied.
And I wanted it. I asked for it, and I got it. Look at all the positions. Nexa, very versatile inside the site. Guess what? He's only got 3 Ks to his name, but that's plenty.
Control first. Now that second AWP is playing B. It frees up Nexa to go where he wants. And Amanek is at least here. Hunter's pushed down the ramp, and he's found a kill. He's found a double, dropping ZywOo as well. So the AWP is out of the picture, and Nexa is at that side of defense. It's a wave here for G2, and they're drowning Vitality. Apex with 1. He needs a huge clutch, and Nexa won't allow it. G2 finally take fights towards the A ramp.
Yeah, you've got the wind out of your sails if you're G2, and at this point, nothing has really gone your way late game here. Just one Molotov is going to back Vitality off this A ramp, but it's not going to be for long. If you are this G2 side, utility having been dwindled around. Shox going in first. He needs the sandbags to get a Molotov in there as well, just to ensure that no one's hanging around. For Vitality, this could very well be it. Eyes on the prize under the A site. First trade goes in the way of Hunter. Shox is gone. Amanek continues the tear. 3v5 now.
Uh-oh. Apex has to take the AWP. He's tagged up. 20 seconds. They're not in the site yet. G2 couldn't fight for this. They don't need to play retake. They've got enough of an advantage to fight if they want, and so they will. Up above the boosters, Kenny getting mollied out. He's going to burn to a crisp. Apex hits a shot on 10 points of health, and somehow, some way, this has fallen apart for G2. A third map is all around the corner.
They peeked it together, and now they send in Jax alone. This is an attempt at an information grab and a chance to come in on this flank. However, Vitality are looking to hit this B site, and they just might get in and get it over and done with before the info, before the flank, before any of that is useful to G2.
Yeah, 2 immediate openers from RPK and through the tunnels, and that's going to be the site taken. He's even set up for the post-spawn, but he's missed a couple of shots. Doesn't really matter because they can't push B until they've cleaned him out, so Hunter has to chase him down, and he will. Apex giving away his position. He needs support towards a site if he wants to fight these tunnel players, and in comes the swing from Shox and Apex.
Don't don't peek back into this. Please don't feed ZywOo. Back of the site with the scout. Trying to lay down the pain, but they're up through CT. Shock's gonna hold down the angle, and he does. Combine along with RPK, ZywOo's taking the head off of another. It's a 2-on-2, still a doable round for the side of G2, as now it's only RPK left, but with no kits, there's not enough time for G2, no matter how much they try. No matter the fact that they get that kill. I want to commit to this, because G2 are very aware of this B play, but okay, ZywOo and Masuta, they've made it doable, they made it possible. Kenny fighting in the molly, and he lands that shot onto ZywOo. Now Masuta left in the clutch, Kenny hiding on the other side of this smoke. He's delivered an incredible shot to kickstart this round for G2, and it gets ended.
Which is wild to consider if you think about taking B. Meanwhile, taking B in this round is going to be a bit rough. Nades coming through. Molotovs as well. Next up.
Oh my God,
This has been a melting pot of players over here on this B site.
Someone die! Kill him!
Somebody, please.
Kill him!
Put Masuta out of his misery.
Past that point, however, didn't count on some of the individuals that we had showing up. Now that's an interesting one. Masuta able to dodge the bullet, flashed in by ZywOo, and now looking to carve a path into A. It's Jax trying to hold, having a run through the molly. Hunter's wrapped up catwalk, but Shox is quick in with the trade. RPK holding the lower tunnels. He gets flashed and mopped up. It's a 3v2 retake at the A side of the map. Vitality, they've got another chance at this A plant, but this time around, are things going to fare any better?
Oh dear, ZywOo could have got a collat there. He gets one. Shox might win the AWP here. He's on 4 HP. We could see another vintage Shox AWP clutch, but do they want to risk swapping out the weapons in the 2-on-2? Doesn't look like it. Missed shot on long. ZywOo's got to hit the next because Amanek is speeding into position. ZywOo finds him and leaves Nexa alone, getting the trade and into the one-on-one, the grenade, the molly. It should win the round, and the bullets will do it for him. It's 5 found at the end of the half here for G2.
Just shooting for the sake of shooting. Didn't really know where he was aiming. They try and get up onto the catwalk, and that's a big opener from Jax. RPK even dinked in the process, and this pistol round is a necessity for G2.
Oh, look at this, though.
The fact that they sit a man up right now, already found that dink, has put a lot of pressure on Team Vitality. They're going to rotate around towards this B site. There are players arriving, but Masuta had to buy time, and he wasn't able to do that. One by one, Team Vitality fall, and a B plant is found for G2.
Yeah, no way you're getting back into this one. RPK's on 5 health, and, well, it'd probably be safer to save the armor, but he's not going to waste our time. Oh, God, they're going to go for it. Yeah, right into the setup, right into the AWP. This flash won't work. You assume Kenny, yeah, he only has a tiny gap. It had to fit into that 1 pixel that he was holding. It's not going to. Fast B play off the back of that kill. Shox is still here. They might not expect a third man, and they don't. The bomb's dropped, but Shox looks for more. Oh, dear, they wrap. Amanek goes through the door, into middle, out into the window, and then kills him. What a route to the B-bomb site. Hunter even cutting down rotations as Shox was in the first half. This is deja vu. Anything Vitality do, G2 can do as well. And they're just going to commit. In they go. ZywOo, he's got the AWP here. Good grenade, does a bit of damage, and ZywOo's going to peel off of the corner. Another smoker elevator, I like that. It denies ZywOo the vision on the long side and lets him cross to plant. G2 can fall back into a cap post plant as long as they're not being flanked, and Amanek is making sure of that right now. Late rotate off of B. Vitality are going to give this a go. They have to. Shox is coming up quick from the ramp, and with a flashbang, he's going to get into the site with Apex, but no one's giving fights away. There's one. Apex spraying, but he can't convert. Nexa trades, and now it's down to the 2 AWPs that have to go. They have to commit. ZywOo with 1. This is doable. He's got a rifle now. Low HP in the site for Nexa. ZywOo can't find him, and that's a smoke headshot for Nexa. But this is a wide off angle they might not be expecting as they get into the long doors. They're going to peel in. PK lines him up. He gets some damage. He tags Jackson, sees the bomb. That's information, and with a double B setup for Vitality, they're going to rotate very quickly. They even push dark. They know this is ending on A, and they have to be prepared.
Yeah, ZywOo, a lot of this going to fall onto him. A missed shot. Shox trying to help out. And ZywOo missing again. The third time is a charm for ZywOo. The AWP of Kenny S rings out alongside, and ZywOo's dodging it, ducking, weaving in the bomb site. Masuta has saved his life. And now just Kenny S. ZywOo swings wide. Vitality reach 14.
14, or we're looking at overtime.
Oh dear, and RPK, he wants a ladder. He wants bonus rounds. He wants every single one he can get. Especially considering the weaponry here for Vitality, not a rifle other than that FAMAS. G2 are spread out. That bomb outside along, a man up Cat, and even tunnels being left. This won't end in a B play. Hunter's up Cat, he's got a kill. ZywOo is dead. G2 are going to double down into this A site, but they don't know RPK's here.
RPK could do it all, and this is it. Vitality 3-on-3. They've worked so hard to get us to this third map. You think about Vertigo, they had to come back there. Well, now they've got to do it again. Oh, Kenny with a blinder.
See you later, RPK.
Sit down, as now it shocks and Masuta to try and keep the dream alive. The A site belongs to G2 once again. Shocks flash through the smoke. They've got his name, they've got his number, and now it's just Masuta, 1v3. The new boy on the block for Vitality, left to try and do it all in an impossible clutch. It's Kenny to send them home.